Hi there again. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a brand new program that I'm releasing this month, February 2016. We're calling it Exploring Past Lives Through Shamanic Technique. We're offering it this month and then again at a different location in April. This month it's limited to 7 folks, and in April it's limited to 10 participants. The reason is the space. We want you to be able to lean back and relax and lay down, do whatever you got to do. If that works for you. So we don't want to have classroom set up. But I'm getting a lot of questions about this. I want to give you a little bit of information. This workshop developed when I was being trained for some more advanced soul retrieval techniques. And what I found was this was a more effective way to explore past life energy than some of the more mainstream past life regression techniques I had been trained in. Now, around that same time, I had entered the University of Metaphysical Sciences. I was studying for a combination program for a bachelor's in metaphysics and a master's in divinity. The PhD I'm currently working on in transpersonal psychology is also there, so there was a lot of psychology classes as well. Besides the psychology that I studied at California University of Pennsylvania and Ashford University. My brain stopped for a minute, I apologize. So what happened was I started looking at some of these theories of reincarnation and past life experience and some of the evidence we had through the university. They also trained me in hypnotherapy and more traditional past life things, which I had had some of that training, but they kind of took me deeper and took me in different directions to help me expand my skills. And I was really impressed with the different methods we have for working with this energy, but I also found in my practice that people for whom mainstream methods didn't work really benefited from the shamanic technique that I was using. So I expanded on that. There's been 2 years of work that has gone into this workshop before we released it. I expanded on that, came up with a couple other ways. There's several different ways I do soul retrieval work. Came up with a couple different ways to apply those to this whole past life thing. And I started testing them both in academic settings with the university, as well as with volunteers, whether those be clients or students of mine or friends and family. My poor family. And the experiences that we had and the power that had for people. I saw relationship issues clear up. I saw internal struggles just disappear. I saw people come to a new understanding of themselves. Now, as a caution, I do take the point that reincarnation is not a scientific fact. I don't know if there's a way we could actually prove that reincarnation happens, but if that ever happened, that'd be interesting science. So what we're going to do with the workshop, we're going to talk about where these techniques came from, what's different about them. We're going to discuss the science behind what we do know about energy, the cultures around reincarnation. We're also going to be looking at not just the science that we do have about the soul and things like that and energy, and the psychology of these therapies, but we're also going to be looking at accounts of, most of them come from very young people who are able to give detailed record of past events they had no exposure to and no way of knowing. And some of the less pop culture evidence for the possibility of past lives and reincarnation. We're also going to be taking a look at some of the arguments against reincarnation. We're going to be talking about, first, what reincarnation is, why some people believe this, both using pop sources as well as the actual more scientific stuff. We're going to separate that. We're going to talk about the cultural aspects of this and the cultural beliefs around this. Where they're going to follow it up with kind of like the naysayers. What are other possibilities for where this energy comes from and why these experiences work? What else might be going on here? And then we're actually going to get into it. We're going to do some of the regressions. I'm going to give these to you in a way where we will work with your individual field. If the shamanic technique aspects don't work, we'll then use some of the more traditional ways. What I'm finding is it's very individual for people. Some people respond really well to the hypnotic techniques, others, nothing. I'm actually one of those. Hypnosis just doesn't do it for me. But shamanic work does. And for me, actually, Eastern meditation does more than either of those. So we are actually going to use these 3 practices to help you get in touch with this energy, see what's back there, and see what you can do with that and how to integrate that in such a way that you can repeat this work at home or with your loved ones. So it promises to be very interesting. I can't remember if the workshop is 4 or 5 hours, but it promises to be a lot of fun. This is also something that I've done enough tests with this that I'm comfortable doing this already. I've done enough presentations that I'm very confident in what we're doing here. So if this is something that you're interested in bringing to your city, if you're not in Pittsburgh and you would like to host me for a weekend or for a week, I do 3 different types of retreats, 3-day weekends, 1-week programs, and 2-week programs. So if you're interested in bringing me out, this is something that we can do. If not, this is something we're doing that's new, and I'm looking very forward to seeing how it helps people and what you think about it. So hope to see you there, and have a wonderful day.